Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy B Barnes. This is the Gentleman's Guide podcast where we seek to unpack manhood one day at a time. I'm your host, B Barnes.
What's happening? What's happening? Seti here, man. What's happening, people?
Yo, man, we got a nice little fun-packed episode today.
Yeah, man. You know, I got my notes.
Man, got his note cards, boy. He been taking notes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited.
That man been watching Cam Newton and
Uncle Shay, man.
Uncle
Shout out to them. Yes, sir. So, got a few things written down, man,
yes,
that we're gonna go over, man. But before we get started, man, you today, November 11th, you posted, our official, me being official co-host and everything, and somebody commented, one of the gentlemen you knew, C-Dub_74.
Yeah, that's CJ. CJ, shout out to CJ Wilson, man. He played with me at State. And he,
yes, sir.
He played in the league for a few years too.
Yeah. He commented on that he saw the bourbon that I was drinking last week.
Yeah.
So that was what was last week? Last week was Double Oak. It was Double Oak, Wolf of Reserve, of Reserve, Double Oak.
Okay.
So for a lot of people that may not know, I'm a big bourbon drinker, man. So shout out to C Dub for recognizing that, man. I think today what we got is Eagle Rare right here.
Okay.
10 year, man. So I'm a big bourbon drinker.
So what's your initial what it tastes like? What's the?
So I've had Eagle Rare before.
Okay.
What's crazy enough is Eagle Rare is like last year I could get Eagle Rare all the time in the store, no problem.
Okay.
I don't know when it changed, became allocated. I'm not sure if you know what allocation is.
Yeah, that's above my my
knowledge.
my knowledge of the bourbon game, boy. Like you on a different level, bro.
So what allocation is just rare bourbons that you can't really find out and find in different places and things like that. So I was actually part of the allocation release event that happened last Wednesday. Last Tuesday.
That was in Raleigh.
That was in Youngsville.
Okay.
Out in Youngsville. So yeah. So that was pretty dope, man. That was my first one ever getting to it. They had some real rare whiskeys that I've been hunting for. Like I'm considered what's considered a whiskey hunter now. Bourbon hunter.
That man serious, boy.
Yeah. I'm serious, bro. Yeah. So definitely,
it's not a test, it's the real deal.
To get my collection up and better than it was.
For sure. That's what's up, bro. Well, the hot takes for the day, man. What you want to start with let's start with the what we got?
Keke.
I heard about Keke Palmer.
I haven't. You brought it to me a little bit earlier, man. So
essentially, and Black Twitter just really be having me rolling.
Yeah.
And this is not a funny situation, but Black Twitter is very funny. People told me I was like not Usher singing the Keke and changing her life forever. But essentially she has evidence from what I've seen.
Yep.
And Buddy going down. He been putting his hands on her, bro.
What he do, man?
Put his hands on her, bro. Multiple times. And this is camera footage from inside the home. I haven't seen like actual camera footage, but I've seen the screenshots of the camera footage inside the home.
Right.
And it's obvious she's in a compromised position. He's in an aggressor position, and he got his hands on her like around the neck. It looks bad.
It ain't no way you can shape that.
You ain't. And they're not married. It's about to be a clean sweep in the course, bro. They ain't married either. It's about to be a clean sweep. I feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for him at all.
No, because that's something I don't condone right there. I don't condone.
Nah, bro, I
don't condone that.
You don't get ain't no type of Now, am I saying can he ever come back from? I mean, that's time will tell. But in terms of right now, if I was in Keke's position, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
As a woman, as a mother, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself and your kid, bro.
So his insecurities makes more sense now.
Yeah, it do.
It makes a lot more sense. And as to why he reacted the way he did. This is my first time hearing about it when you said something about it. No, I'm sorry. You said that you sent me the article. She's asking for sole custody.
Full custody. She's filed for full custody.
Full custody. So I was like, let's talk about it. Then when you brought it back around, hey, this is why she's asking for full custody. I'm
she has a case.
She has a case.
Because the thing is, how I'm seeing it is from outside looking in. You know, you go through the whole Usher entanglement, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's laughable.
Entanglement. That I would say entanglement because they weren't involved.
Well, when I say entanglement,
debacle.
Call it what you want. It's semantics at this point. My point is that's so laughable now compared to domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy showed his true colors in so many ways, but she knew.
But let me ask you this:
Do
you think had he not acted that way towards
Keke?
that Usher situation, that this would have came out? You think it would have came out eventually?
I mean,
had he not done that?
Keke comes off as a very smart individual.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is how I've seen it played out through forget Usher. Imagine Usher never happened.
Yeah.
She been collecting evidence, bro.
Mm.
When you file for full custody, that means you've been waiting for the right time. I got my legal team. I done built the case against this dude, and you file for legal custody, bro. Now I ain't no expert in custody battles, but you file for full custody of your child.
You got something. You got that big joker, little joker.
You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you ain't ain't no half step. That's what what's the song? Big Daddy Kane. Ain't no half step when you got when you got the right amount of evidence. Ain't no half step, and you come in full force, bro.
So let's take it a step further.
Yeah.
You know, to take Keke's situation out of this. Only speaking on sole custody. You know, in situation, how can I word this? What do you feel like is the right reason for someone to ask for sole custody?
When your life is in danger, I think that's the first thing that pops in my head.
Okay.
And then when you can prove that other parent isn't a fit parent, isn't responsible, not reliable, all of these things that, to me, that baseline a parent should be. You should be reliable.
So
you should be able to provide a safe environment. You should be able to and support that child physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, all that. You know. Yeah. But go ahead.
So no. I was just feeding off what you were saying. So okay. One category is life is in jeopardy. Okay. Now is that in the after those that you just listed, is that in conjunction to the first one, or is that like, hey, life is in jeopardy or like if this is, how breaking that down for me? Why you said that?
What I would say is there's no question that you should file for full custody if your safety is in question. Yeah, has nothing to do with anything else. You can have all the money in the world, boom, boom, boom. But if you are putting your children or your child in compromised positions where their safety is compromised, or the other parent's safety is compromised, and you're exposing. So my understanding that he said he's verbally abusive as well. So like when you abuse in my opinion, in any form, I think whether it's emotional, verbal, physical, all that is like no question. Everything else is I think it's case by case. Case by case. Yeah, when you talk about is this person reliable? Is this person emotionally stable? All these, that's stuff that you gotta finagle, and you gotta have a good lawyer and that. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of ain't no question, I think it ain't looking good for your boy. I'll just say that it ain't looking good. Because if I see the snippets and they look bad, imagine what the actual moving the videos look like, bro.
That boy going down.
He going down, bro.
That boy going down.
Yeah. So
and again, I hate to I don't know much about it. I haven't seen it. Want to put that disclaimer out there. I haven't seen it. But just based off this, conversation that you and I are having, it doesn't sound too good, man.
We gonna know more in a few weeks. We gonna know more for sure.
In any event, we do not condone domestic violence,
abuse in any way, bro. That ain't it. That's not you. So you got some. If you are constantly subjecting people to any type of abuse, you got some demons to deal with. Yeah. And this is not coming from a judgmental standpoint. This is a actual factual You know what I'm saying? Like when you got to make somebody feel small or feel like they're less than, that's an indictment on who you are and whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
Whatever things you haven't addressed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, I hope he can, look himself in the mirror and realize that what he did was wrong, just like any person in that situation. But as for Keke and the baby, hey, get away from him.
On your happiness. Yeah.
Yeah. Set boundaries, get away from him. It is what it is. And going back to the Usher, before I even knew anything about this, going back to the whole Usher thing, I was the one talking to different people here and there, even together. I was like, yo, I'm all for families trying to figure it out and stay together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, not firsthand because I'm not a single parent, but I know single parents, and I know how hard it is, at least from them telling me how hard it is a single parent is. Like, that's a hard thing, a hard job.
Absolutely.
It's hard enough being a parent with a partner, but when you are a single parent and you got maybe the children's with you most of the time, in most cases it is the mom, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bro, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all the respect for single parents. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm always the one fighting for, man, they need to figure it out. They could work, like the Usher thing seems so. Now, was he wrong? Yeah, of course. Everybody drug him on the internet, you know what I'm saying? But that's, at the end of the day, when you think about what they going through now, at least what the news is about the domestic dispute or whatever. When you think about that versus, it's so trivial.
Yeah.
It's like, man, yeah. And when you think about people had such strong opinions about the situation as a whole, but I was like, this whole time I was like, and I'm a natural optimist, so I'm like, man, this ain't like, they can, if you know how to communicate how you feeling. Obviously he didn't do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of moving forward, like, yo,
what did he say? You're a mom.
Like, he's lame. Like, he's super lame. You don't, like, come on, bro. That was, but yeah, like, I forgot, I lost my train of thought. But essentially, he's trash on a lot of levels. Keke filing for full custody, and we gonna, find out more in the coming weeks, I guess.
Moving on, man. What we got next?
The next hot take, Keith Lee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man. You know what?
I'm in Atlanta for the next week. Me and my family here. I got some soul food restaurants I'm gonna try out. We can rate them 1 through 10.
I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10.
You know what? When my wife sees this, she's gonna be extremely proud and happy about this topic. She has been telling me for a long time about this gentleman.
I've been following for a while.
Longer. I've only heard of him from her.
That's huge. Regardless of what your opinion is of him and who he is as a person, once he gives a rating, a high rating. Go ahead.
We'll get there. Yeah. Okay, so before all of this, and I'm saying, I think maybe last summer, over the summer or something, she would always tell me about she's never been to Vegas, first of all.
Okay.
She's never been to Vegas.
Same, me too.
Really?
Never been.
Got to get you to Vegas, bro.
I need to go, bro. Yeah.
I got to get you to Vegas. But she would always say, I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas. I want to try these restaurants that Keith Lee go to. If Keith Lee says it's good, then it's good. Like, so I'm hearing it. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not a TikToker.
Yeah, he's big on TikTok for sure.
Yeah. So I'm not feeling it. She was like, I saw on TikTok. Guess what I'm doing today? I'm on TikTok. Guess who I saw today? Keith Lee.
We're gonna rate 1 through 10. 1 through 10.
1 through 10. 1 through 10. So
that's a 9.25.
So after hearing that over a while, okay, now I'm sorry. So I then it starts to come over to the other I guess networks, Instagram, Facebook, because that's the only way I'm gonna say him.
He got millions of followers for sure, bro. Like,
so I saw a couple of views. I'm like, yo, this guy is like honest, like very calm, very mild mannered, very, honest.
Seems fair. Like he gives fair criticisms.
Very fair criticism.
Yeah.
Doesn't bash, doesn't, whatever. Reason we're bringing him up today is because it's his most recent reviews.
Tour.
Tour.
Review
Great
tour.
word.
Yeah.
Review tour in Atlanta. People didn't like that, bro.
Yeah.
People didn't like it. What were your thoughts, man?
Why do you think people were in an uproar?
I think
I know why, but I just wanted to see what you thought.
So I've been to Atlanta a couple times. And my most recent time in Atlanta was 2019. I think that was the last time I was in Atlanta. We were able to go to a restaurant. We researched a couple restaurants, and of course 2019 pre-pandemic. Cool. But one restaurant we went to, I think it had like an hour wait, and we was getting ready to get back on the road to come to North Carolina. Hour and a half wait. Now we good.
Okay.
We were able to find a new restaurant, another restaurant, and Sunday brunch. We were able to get in fairly less than an hour. I think maybe 30-minute wait or something like that, maybe. Then
an hour wait don't really seem that. I mean, if you go to any
2019,
that's what I'm saying. Even any major restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Like, with 30 minutes to an hour, that's pretty standard, right? Or no?
Depends on restaurant.
Okay.
No reservation walk-in. I guess you could say that. But Sunday brunch. I guess since then, like I said, I haven't been since then. Since then, we've had the pandemic,
right.
Everything else. And I guess people are, hitting up, and I guess the Atlanta, restaurant scene, dinner scene, brunch scene, lunch scene is just outrageous now.
Yeah.
Just wait times, customer service,
prices,
prices.
Yeah.
But it's like everything else in America. The price gouging, inflation, whatever.
Capitalism.
Capitalism. But and Atlanta specifically, from what I've heard, disclaimer, from what I've heard,
yeah,
it feels more like a social event and gathering where people are dressed to the T, and restaurants are focusing more on the ambiance rather than the food and the customer service, which a restaurant should focus on. So Keith Lee,
he don't care nothing about that either.
He don't care nothing about that.
It's only about the food.
I think the uproar in which people. I think there's many different things. Not
sure.
one.
Oh yeah.
I think one of the things is that people are glad that he's had the experience because they've been experiencing it for themselves, and as many Yelp reviews that they've been able to leave, as many Instagram posts that they've been able to post, somebody that has really had a huge following such as him, very honest, very I'm not gonna say brutal, because very, very honest and truthful,
genuine, that's what I would say.
Genuine, very genuine, that he's now shining light on this now treacherous of a restaurant scene that is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So though the light has been shining on it, he just shined a brighter light on it, and now everybody is, hearing it louder than the normal initially. Yelp, Instagram. Yeah. I also think that, and I think people were, in an uproar because, and I watched Chad Johnson. I'm a big Chad Johnson fan, and Shannon Sharp fan. So I watched their reviews, and initially, Shannon Ocho was saying he did retract his statements. I watched that. Big shout out.
He was in the same boat as you. He didn't really know about Keith Lee. He didn't know what he did.
No, I mean I knew of him. He didn't.
Well, he was worse than you. Yeah, he knew nothing.
Yeah. No, well, last year I didn't know anything. Last year I was what Chad Johnson was until Mariah just started. Okay. Telling me more and more about him. Then I started seeing him. So last year I was who Chad Johnson is today.
He was totally oblivious as to who he was.
Oh, totally oblivious. Yeah. So I think Chad Johnson's view was, even hearing him talk, I disagree with him. Even if I did, even though I didn't know who Keith Lee was, Chad Johnson's standpoint initially was, who is he to critique, restaurants of our people?
But so the black on black, or
The
black
black
man
owned. That's what his
speaking
stand
negative
for.
about black establishments.
And I didn't agree with that.
Me neither.
Because whether it's good or bad, I'm still gonna give my honest opinion.
Right.
And I'm a big food guy. Anybody know?
Yeah.
Everybody, all my people know.
Mhm.
When you come to the city, you tell me, my people know. I give them a list of restaurants to go to. Boom, 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 boom. I have it mapped out. I have it planned out. I always tell them, hey, these are my favorite restaurants. This is what I like to go to.
Mhm.
Everybody that come into the city know that. You come to North Carolina, you hit me up, and it happens so often. Even people here that live here,
Yeah.
they'll say, hey, Seti, you got a restaurant I can go to. It just happened today. It just happened today,
Yeah.
So I get it. But in Chad Johnson's initially, he was just saying, who are you to critique our restaurants?
And that's an issue. It's kind of to me, it's a side issue when it comes to black people, because black people always need some type of credential from other black people when it comes to certain things. Like, nigga, who are you? Like when like in Django, when Samuel character saw Jamie on the horse, but
who is this
who
nigga?
This nigga on that bag?
Hello, Steven, my boy.
Yeah. Hello, my ass. Who this nigga up on that nag?
You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. Like, that was a whole, that was hilarious. Like, movie was hilarious. But
yeah.
A lot of black people are like that, bro. Like,
Right.
what? I don't know what that is. I mean, I imagine it comes from like how we were socialized in previous generations, and like,
right.
This black man doing on his horse, he got to be somebody, or he done did something, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What credentials? So
go ahead.
What Chad Johnson was saying, what credentials do you have to be a food critic? And Keith Lee's response was flawless, classy.
I don't know if it was him that responded with more grace, or Tabitha Brown when she responded to Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Man, the most graceful response.
Oh my God, that was so
Man,
dope.
yeah.
But what I also respect about Ocho, it was just after that initial stance, and then after his research, he was just able to see the impact in which he's having, which goes into the next thing, the Keith Lee effect.
Yeah.
If he blesses your restaurant,
hey, you about to eat.
Blesses you, y'all gonna eat. But I also think that's what the issue was. Just bringing it back full circle. That's what the issue was with Atlanta. You're shining so much light on these restaurants that Keith Lee effect is not working in your favor, because y'all are so focused on the wrong things. You're so focused on the aesthetics,
now,
the Instagrammable pictures, the Instagrammable everything else, the DJ.
Yeah.
Though I love a good brunch party. Don't get me wrong, I love a good brunch party.
But I don't need to do that every time I go out to brunch. Sometimes I just want a nice, chill, nice brunch, fresh food. Give me some.
It depends. If I'm about 3 mimosas in, man, somebody need to turn the music on.
I feel you.
3 mimosas in, man. Hey, 3 mimosas in. I need about 6 more.
And mimosa. When you say mimosa, you mean
Flash.
a drip.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I just to give it a paprika color.
little cloudiness, cloudy.
That's it.
More bubbles than anything.
Yeah, yes sir.
But
so I get a couple of those. Hey man, DJ, you better keep spinning all night. Yes sir.
But going back to the Keith Lee effect, this is where I think he went wrong, because his persona, his whole demeanor, what he says all the time is, I'm not a celebrity, right? I'm a regular person. He says this in like so many of his videos. And we both know Atlanta is Black Hollywood.
Okay.
So my point is, going into the restaurant scene, there's a lot of celebrities who have establishments, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of celebrities in the city. Mm-hmm. So the social aspect of Atlanta is like black niggas, like niggas with money.
Okay.
So when you talk about what they focus on is like the ambiance and what the aesthetic, like that makes sense for that city.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in terms of the customer service, I think that's non-negotiable. I don't care what kind of establishment you got. If you're serving the public, customer service should be top tier.
Yeah.
If you want to make money and remain and have longevity in the business or whatever. But I think that his expectations should have been altered just a little bit, only because you got to consider where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because take LA.
Uh-huh.
Take LA. You know, the Hollywood of all Hollywoods. You're saying Atlanta's Black Hollywood. You know, let's actually talk about LA. Let's talk about New York.
Okay.
You know those, and when you go to those restaurants, you expect great customer service as well as great ambiance and great food. One of my favorite restaurants in New York, well, a couple of restaurants is Say Less. Okay. Say Less is Asian inspired, directly in Manhattan. And the ambiance, it's all the celebrities go to Say Less. Right. All celebrities, their customer service is phenomenal, but their ambiance is spectacular. You walk in, you feel like, oh man, you walk in, the first thing you see is a Drake quote.
Word.
That's the first thing you see, Drake quote. And I seen a picture of it, so
what is it?
You can
Keke, do you love?
Hey, way to bring that back.
Bring it. I brought it back. You see what I did there?
Yeah. I seen that. That was dope. No, I forgot the Drake quote, but yeah, Say Less. It's in like the neon letters, but you feel the customer service. So go back to it with talking about Atlanta. I should just because we're in Atlanta and just because it is quote unquote the Black Hollywood, I shouldn't expect any less. If anything,
no, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I think that's not, in terms of customer service. Not, like I said, that's not negotiable. Wherever you go, I'm talking about how they treat. Because he perceives himself as not a celebrity. But nigga, if you got millions of followers on social media in 2023, you're a celebrity.
But that's why he when he goes to restaurants, he switches up how he orders.
Yeah, he'll send his family in, but and that's why he left. And that's a whole nother conversation in terms of like the details of like his.
I think that's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't remember the names of the restaurants, but I know there are two restaurants with very similar names. Old Lady Gang and like the real Old Lady Gang. Two different restaurants.
Two different restaurants.
So a lot of people were like basically like bad mouthing or commenting or calling
the real Old Lady Gang
the wrong restaurant.
Right.
When he visited the other restaurant.
Yeah.
And to me, this is a whole separate conversation. But why it's just like you got McDonald's in the real. Why would you have your name so close to another establishment? To me that I don't know. That's to me that's kind of lame and that's petty. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. So I think what you're saying is that he shouldn't consider himself a celebrity.
No. All right. I was mentioning two things. So I'm talking about the Old Lady Gang, real Old Lady Gang. Why are these names so similar? All right. Now pause. He should understand that in 2023, when you have a certain amount of followers. That equals a certain amount of celebrity. I think traditionally, we as at least Americans, when we think celebrity, we think people who are filthy rich,
influential,
but with money. In this day and time, you can be highly influential and not have $1 billion.
Right.
So in his mind, he's thinking, I'm still a regular person. But bro, you're not a regular person anymore. When you leave a great review for a restaurant and the line is backed up for days and weeks and months on end after you leave, you are not a regular person.
So he's saying he doesn't want to be treated like a celebrity.
I understand. What I'm saying is my understanding is Atlanta is like, yo, they tend to the stars. When you a celebrity, you roll up to a restaurant, the wait for a regular person may be 2 hours, but they gonna get you a room.
But what he's also saying, the celebrities isn't in there every day.
Okay.
So the regular people are in there every day.
Okay.
So these are the people paying your light bill, paying.
Right.
Now your celebrities might be paying your staff, but who's keeping the lights on?
Yeah.
Who's keeping the grease hot in this in this establishment? The regular individuals, me and you that are going to this establishment that are waiting 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes to get in here. Now, celebrity coming in, I think that's what that's the point he's saying. And it was even to a point where, you know, he went into an establishment and they did pull that celebrity card on him. He was like, okay, you know, his family went in, you know, they said it was a 2-hour wait. And, you know, he walked in, he said, oh, we can get you seated in, you know, 5 minutes. He was like, why would you get me seated in 5 minutes when I just noticed two individuals, two separate individuals, one with two women in, one car with 2 women in, another car with 2 women in it, completely unrelated to each other. One woman, one group was waiting to be sat down. Other one was trying to order to go. Why would you seat me in 5 minutes when they've been waiting an hour and a half?
Right.
You know, hold on. Before you even give
fair.
Before you even give me my food, how about you give the person that was waiting on the seat, give them my table, and then, you know, get their food, and then with their food, the people that was going to order out, you place their order in first, then I will order. You know, I felt like that was extremely commendable.
You know, he's solid. He's a solid individual for sure.
And it goes back to what he was trying to say. He's not a celebrity. He's a regular person. I pay for my own food. You know, I don't want no special treatment. I want the same food that you order, that you're going to order them, which is why I think that he, you know, he continues to say, I'm not a celebrity. Treat me as such. But he also orders and, you know, have his family order, because how are you going to treat, you know, if you don't know it's me, I'm sending my family, I'm sending my mom in, I'm sending my sister, my wife, whoever in, how are you going to treat them? Is the food, you know, don't just because you see me, you know, I want it to be a true, honest review, not because you saw me walking in. I want this to be a true, honest review, because I'm just, and I love that aspect of it, because you see, you know, if a restaurant knows, you know, a celebrity is coming in, they're gonna pull
all the
the
stops,
the Ratatouille effect. They're gonna pull the Ratatouille. You know, they knew the
hold on. You be watching Ratatouille, bro?
Hey man, I don't watch Ratatouille. I've seen Ratatouille a couple times.
Hey, it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
What's crazy is I don't know a lot of cartoons. I don't. Ratatouille is probably one of.
It's a good movie, man.
Few. It is.
I only know this because my kids love the movie, but it's good. It's a great movie.
It's so many times Mariah be like, "You haven't seen this?" I'm like, nah. Like, I haven't. I just saw. I did. What did I see? I don't know anything about the mom and dad that are superheroes.
Oh, Incredibles.
I don't know nothing about that.
Great
franchise.
Great.
It's 3 Incredibles. I've seen half of one.
Let me backtrack, because I don't want to blame stuff. Look, I love Pixar and Disney movies. I ain't afraid to say it, bro. It is what it is. Okay.
Right.
I love him. Gab is a bigger Disney fan than I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big superhero fan, so I love, you know, Marvel. I love all that stuff.
Right.
Very nerdy in that regard. Star Wars. I became a Star Wars fan when Disney Plus came out. But neither here nor there. Go ahead and get back to it. But I digress.
Yeah.
I digress.
If a restaurant knows that a celebrity in, they're gonna pull all the stops out and they're gonna send their best chefs to cook this food. If this restaurant sees that is, you know, they don't have any celebrity status, then they might lack a little bit. Yeah. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to keep them honest. Yeah. You know, keep them very honest.
So what's the takeaway? What's the final takeaway from
my takeaway from it, man? I love it. I love it, because guess who's now benefit from it? The people in Atlanta, the people that live in Atlanta, people that visit Atlanta. They are going to be the ones, and also the businesses that they've that he impacted. It was one restaurant.
It was a Jamaican spot, wasn't it?
It was a Jamaican.
Maybe it might have been a different city. I get it mixed up.
But no, I know it was one that was a wing spot.
Okay,
a wing spot, and it was on the outside of the city. And you know, his thing is, you know, what are the 3 things that can make this restaurant make this restaurant not to its full potential?
Yeah,
food, customer service, bad marketing. And you know, this restaurant, it was just bad marketing, and it was on the outside of the city. So those are the you know 3 people that I think that are benefiting from it, and I fucking love it, man. I love what he's doing, man. You know, and just to see some of the testimonies that some of these restaurants are saying that they are,
change.
You know, it's dope, you know. And you know, shout out to Mariah for, you know, putting that bug in my ear, you know, Keith Leaf. That's all I used to hear, like. But you know, had she not done that, I wouldn't even have known who he was. So this I wouldn't have been relevant on this topic, to today. So, it's dope what he's doing. I love it, and he does have like he's a former MMA.
Yeah, So he knock your ass out too. He knock your ass. Put in the Twitch in the chokehold.
Yes, sir. So it's dope, man. If you come to Raleigh, man, hey, keep Lee. If you come to Raleigh, I'm gonna send some restaurants to you. Go to them, and I want to get your honest opinion.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So all right, we're ready to dive in to the main thing.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What's the what's your favorite cold line, bro?
My favorite cold line.
The first one that comes to your head, at least.
First thing first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Lights, please. Turn off the lights.
Okay.
Get off my dick. What else?
To the window,
man.
to the wall. Yeah.
Man. Everybody know, man. I'm a big Cole fan. So this week right here was big for me,
yeah.
man.
If y'all don't know, we talking about Dreamville. Dreamville's coming back.
We talking about Dreamville. This is year 4, man.
This is my third year.
I've been to every Dreamville, man. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was part of the inaugural one, where they only had it one day when my back locked up from standing outside all day. I had no phone service. My phone died. I'm losing people in the crowds. Half of my party is here. The other part of the party is here. I got people from out of town. So they don't know where they're at.
So that first one, because I didn't go to the first one.
Yeah.
What were you cultured in music festival culture?
I had never been to a music festival at all.
That
was my first music festival.
Because, been to concerts, I've been to outside venues, been to amphitheaters, boom, boom, boom. But a festival is a different monster. And the Dreamville Festival was my first official festival. Like I went to Hopscotch couple times. That's a much smaller festival in downtown Raleigh. This is a whole nother level. This is one of the biggest on the East Coast. Now it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
It's bigger, man. They broke records last year, man. 100,000 people.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see the lineup this year, man.
Man. So hold on.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. So did you get a ticket, man?
Bruh, the ticket process. So
okay.
If you sign up for an account on Frontgate? Frontgate.com or Frontgate tickets or whatever. If you have an account, you get all the emails, leading up to pre-sale. So I begin multiple emails, text messages. I'm like, yeah, bro, I put this on my calendar, bro. Like put it on I was like 10 a.m. I forgot what date it was, but it was 10 a.m. That was when pre-sale started. So
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday. So, I'm sitting up there, logging in, got my code, the Ville. I'm assuming it was the same for everybody.
No, it was Cookout.
So yours was Cookout? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I
Cookout.
I assume everybody had the same code. I didn't know that.
Mine was Cookout. Yeah.
Did you know it was specific to, or I'm assuming it was like a group of, everybody didn't get their own. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But mine was the Ville, all caps.
Right.
Okay. So got my code and then I'm going to GA Plus. That's just what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with that price.
Right.
And I GA was cool the first year that I went.
Right.
Because I didn't know what to expect. But after we did GA Plus, I was like, yeah, I'm not going back. I said, if anything, I'm going to VIP, Junior VIP, one of them. But at the very least, I'm doing GA Plus.
GA Plus.
And people, you probably wondering if you've never been to Dreamville. GA Plus is you get your own section where you got hammocks, you got dedicated vendors, you got your separate bathrooms. They had a whole space where you can just like lay down and take a break.
And they actually had games over there too, didn't they?
Yeah, they had games, they had video games, all that. I didn't care nothing about that at the time. I had my cigar, had me a hammock. Me and Gab was chill. Like when you need it, because music, it's a marathon. It ain't a sprint.
It ain't a sprint. It ain't.
That's what I learned.
We gonna get it. Yes, sir. I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you said that.
So GA Plus is the way to go for me. Next year, I may move up. But I'm comfortable with GA Plus. So I'm getting I'm trying to get my tickets, man. And bruh, it just wouldn't go through. Like when you hit add to cart and you go to cart to check out, that time clock started. I think it was about 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Minutes went down so fast, bro. It was about a minute and a half left. It's still loading. I'm hitting checkout. I add in my credit card information and hit checkout, and literally the URL where you type in the website, I was on my laptop. It just started loading, and then the load just like stopped in the middle, just sitting there. I did that multiple times. I was like, I'm about to give up. So the last time that I did, I think it was the third time. I lost tickets twice. So I had to keep refreshing, and then I finally went through. Now, by the time it finally went through, that's when the prices went up. Which was, I wasn't mad, but I was like, man, this some bull. Yeah. Because I was like, you saw the original price, right? And then by the time you actually about to pay, the price done jumped up at least $150 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro. I got my tickets.
So let's go back for a second. You said GA is the best. What do you feel like is the best bang for your buck when it comes to Dreamville?
I don't know, because you've done VIP, am I right? So you can speak from that perspective. I know. I know VIP. Y'all got like the separate stage. It's kind of like a better angle at the main stages. But yeah, you can speak from that perspective.
So I think it's honestly I think GA Plus and JV. It'd be the only two worth the dollar. Yeah. If I couldn't give VIP, I would definitely take GA Plus. And not to say anything is wrong with GA Plus. It's just for the value, the dollar value. GA Plus is definitely where it is. I think where that added value. I don't think Varsity and MVP. I don't think that's worth it.
So what to me
because. So I think from JV, okay, VIP, okay, you got your separate entrance. Right. All VIP has, you can go through the same entrance.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Gate.
Yep.
Right. But when it comes to shorter lines, food wait, but even still, they've improved so much that it's. Do I really need VIP at Varsity?
I think the VIP y'all had like special where you can
get your own merchandise.
You can get merchandise. And them lines, the merch lines, the day of. If you need merch, get it before. I learned my lesson.
So also where it goes from Varsity and MVP. Okay. You also have your own bar section. So even though all VIP got a bar section, but when you go to Varsity, you have like a separate Varsity and MVP. You have a separate section where it has bar, has a platform that you can walk up the stairs and you can see the stage from a different angle. Yeah. They have TVs over there, have lounge area, and a bathroom. So to me,
it's just a more robust included version of GA Plus.
Yes,
that's how I would describe it.
So to me, if I'm going to do anything, it'll either be GA Plus or JV. Yeah, because how often am I going to be in that platform area? I mean, I'm not, because I haven't. Maybe if I do Varsity or MVP one day, I might, see how it is, and then I make that decision from there. But from my vantage point, of having GA Plus, having GA and then making that jump to JV, I'm like, like you said,
I ain't going back.
Only thing I can do is go. But even still, we, me and Mariah, we were the only ones that had JV, right?
Yeah.
So you may say, somebody that's looking to go to the festival, well, if all of my friends have GA or GA Plus and I have JV, what's the point of having JV? Let me tell you, we can attest to this. Yeah. We may go watch the concert, from somebody, but what you and I have, and everybody out here, me and Brandon, Brandon, Gab, Mariah, Cool J, all of us, we go to the festival all the time together. And we've been doing, the last two ones, we've made this plan. Yep. Hey, we're going to meet here after this set.
Yep.
Do you want to watch this set? Okay. You don't want to watch this set? All right, cool. Just to give you a layout, there's two different,
it's two main stages.
Two main stages, so, so somebody may want to watch this stage. Me and Brandon may not want to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
So what me and Brandon do, we're gonna meet in the same spot, same time, after every set, and boom, we're gonna chill. We're gonna rest. We're gonna rest our feet because that's a long day of standing, which goes into my next point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go out there all day.
Like the early.
I don't go out there all day, bro.
Nah.
I don't go out there all day. I learned my so I learned my lesson the first time. We went out there like 1 o'clock. The first one,
bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
It's a 2-day festival now.
Yeah.
They got it broken down in 2 days, but the first year it was only 1 day. So we went out there at 1 o'clock.
Good. Ooh, you was hurt. You was hurt, y'all. I know y'all was hurt.
The festival didn't end till 1 o'clock in the
God.
morning.
Oh my God.
When I say my back locked up, bro,
tough.
my back really did lock up. I barely could walk.
That's
barely
crazy.
could walk, bro.
That man had
had
the AD back spasms.
Bruh. So, so now what we do, and last year, this past year, it was perfect. We had the logistics. We really had the logistics.
Yeah.
We got about 80% correct, I think, this year. Would you agree? Like the way our setup was, we had the Airbnb.
Yeah, that was dope. Us personally, we learned our lesson to they provided, so Dreamville provided shuttles from specific spots like downtown. I can't remember other spots. Whenever that option comes, we're getting that option.
Mm-hmm.
Getting dropped off at the festival via Uber, taxi, whatever, that's very easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving the festival, bro.
It's always leaving.
Everybody's leaving at the same time. Everybody arriving in waves. So getting there is not an issue. Leaving, Uber is gridlock. You ain't getting no Uber.
No, you're not.
Taxis is non-existent.
Which is why. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying everything that could have been available was not available. Like the app was
shut down.
Essentially. I mean, bro, when I tell you that walk from Dorothea Dix, we parked downtown.
Mm-hmm.
We were lucky enough to cut out maybe a mile or two with the scooters before the scooters ran out. And not because they were.
I remember you telling me that.
Not because the batteries were dead, but because Raleigh has an ordinance that electric scooters can only be ridden at a certain time period. So when that time period comes, they literally all shut down. It's like a whole system thing with Uber, or I forgot what the Lime scooters or whatever. So that's one thing. But we were walking down Lake Wheeler Road towards downtown. Yeah. So when I tell you it was like seeing people were like literally stranded, and it was sad because I was tired of walking, but it was hilarious at the same time because it's like niggas was just out there just
so
hopeless.
What did y'all park at the first day? What did y'all park at the first day?
I'm trying to refresh my memory. The first day, I feel like we did the same thing the first day, but the second day was just worse.
No, second day, the second day, that's when you parked behind me because
the first day, I think the first day, because you had picked us up downtown and went. That was the second day. We went to the Airbnb.
Second day.
First day me and Gab didn't see y'all the first day at the Airbnb.
No, y'all didn't.
Well, I think we went straight there. I feel like we parked and just walked like we did the first day, but I feel like it was just way more people the second day, and we left earlier the first day.
Yeah, y'all did leave earlier. Yeah.
Second day, that's when Drake and Lil Wayne was out there late the second day, but the first day, I forgot. I think Usher was the headliner the first day. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I feel like we like beat the crowd out because we was like, all right, we got a whole day tomorrow. Let's try to get out so we can,
I think we did see y'all the first day. I think we did, but y'all didn't come to the Airbnb.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So people may ask me, Seti, why did you get the Airbnb? Why did you get an Airbnb? Why are you looking to get an Airbnb for Dreamville? You live in Raleigh, X, Y, and Z. Let me explain. Let me, because I've had people ask me this a million times, man, and it's really for you got a lot of people come in town, man. A lot of my people come in town. And so for us, we've been doing this. This would be our fourth Dreamville.
Mm-hmm.
We learned the first one. We learned on the second one. We learned it on the third. We continue to learn. So the reason why is, we want to be able. One, we want to be close to the venue,
close as possible. Yeah.
Close as possible. So we I think it cost us $10 or something to get take an Uber to the venue. $10.
right.
That's how close we were. Like 3 miles from it. So the reason, and I'm so fortunate that we even got the Airbnb as close as we did. And now I'm trying to get one closer. Reason why, because the first day we had to walk back to the Airbnb. We had to walk 3 miles at 1:00 in the morning.
Good.
Had we not had an Airbnb, how would we have gotten home?
Yeah.
Because at some point, Ubers were not effective, and
you got to get out of that area to.
You got to
get
a
a
guy out of that area, and people have, well, why do you want to go to a festival where it's like you have so many? It's an experience here in Raleigh. For Raleigh to have this in our backyard,
I don't take it for granted, man. For sure,
I don't take it for granted. I want to be a part of it, and so having the Airbnb is part of that experience. It's part of that, remembrance. It's part of that, because you, Gab, all the fellas came over.
For sure.
We're able to have a good time.
Yeah,
we're able to make those, memories, as we prepare for, yet another experience in our backyard. So, that's why we get the Airbnb. Does it cost a little money? Yeah. It costs a little bit, but these memories, these experiences, we're not gonna get these back. At some point, we're probably gonna stop going to them.
It's gonna become a lot.
It's gonna become a lot.
But then again, I've seen people way older than us. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody was standing beside us at the first day, had their baby.
All ages.
3 months old.
Yeah.
Me and Mariah said, because Deuce was 1 month old at the time.
No,
he was 6 months. The Deuce was 1 month old because no, I lied. He was 2 months. He was 2 months old. And their baby was 6 months old, and that he had him in the sling.
Yeah.
And he was just
niggas be counting me out. I'm talking about.
I said, ain't no way I can have my baby out here with all these people, and they had all that ganja blowing.
That's all these.
Good.
Yeah. I'm good.
But
ain't no way.
But just go back to it, man. We do that. It's beautiful. For me, my wife, you, Gab, the fellas, everybody to come together, and Tiffany and her crew, she'll come over. Tiffany been rocking with me for Dreamville. Xavier has been rocking with me for Dreamville. He didn't come last year, but
I think he's coming this year. I think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So me and you don't see Xavier that often. So when he do, and he's in the town, in the city, you want to give him, want to give people that's coming to see your city a good experience.
He in New York now.
Yeah, I saw him when I was in New York, man. I saw him a couple of times, man. Shout out to my dog Xavier. So he coming in town. You want to give people those experiences. Hey, man, this is something that you're in town for a festival. This is something
specific
to take
us,
this is specific to us. But let me take the guesswork out. Okay, I already got to get to the festival. I already got to pay for parking. I already got to do this. What am I going to do before the festival? Let me take that. Let me take that off of your shoulders. That's why I do it.
True. The first day, it came back to me that the first day, me and Gab parked downtown like we did the second day. But we went to Morgan Street, got a bite to eat. We were just chilling. Casually caught the Uber, and we Ubered there.
Yep.
Because I think we got there before y'all the first day.
Y'all did.
We were kind of early, but that's probably why we left early, because we got there earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a great time, man. It's such a great time.
I love it, man.
So many memories. Go ahead.
Moving to the next one. What activities would you like to see around surrounding Dreamville, leading up to Dreamville? The week of.
What I do know is there have been activities like the day before. I've never attended. Like I think it might have been some day parties. It might have been like pop-up shops. For like apparel. It was other stuff that happened last year and the year before. I'm trying to think of now. But what would I like to see? Honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because getting out there with my wife only, no kids, that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm me, I'm a low maintenance person anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to think what do you think, bro?
I think for me, just because it is a festival,
Right.
I'm looking at it like you let's say CIAA on a grander level,
Okay.
very grand.
Okay.
You have CIAA basketball tournament.
Right.
That is the main event, but
That
you
used to
have
be
things
in North Carolina, by
that
the way.
used to be in North Carolina and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to Baltimore.
Nah.
I ain't going to Baltimore.
Nah, we
No
ain't gonna
disrespect
be,
to my
we
people
ain't
from
gonna be
Baltimore.
Yeah.
I ain't no disrespect to y'all, but I can't come out there for CIAA.
Not coming to see you.
But leading up into that, you have CIAA and the event, and you have different events. So you have celebrity events, you have different artists coming into. So what I say all that to say, I think I would like to see more non-artists
Okay.
that are not in Dreamville come and like be a part of the festivities leading up until Dreamville. So like, let's say, throw a promoter out there, my dog Sean. Let's say Sean throwing a party or whatever for in the city. And somebody that's not in Dreamville, because they're in the city, they're now showing up, in at the party, or even some of the artists that are in Dreamville. I know you do have to prepare for the next day. Hey, pull up. And I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that is, I'm not saying that's not the case. But I think I would like to see more of it. But I again, when the festival keep excelling the way it is, man, what more can you ask for? They're bringing I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it.
One of my personal favorites was T-Pain. It's one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, T-Pain killed it. T-Pain killed it. T-Pain killed
Usher.
it. Man.
Usher was Usher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trying to think. Ari Lennox is always a favorite.
You go back to one of our last episodes last season. Ari Lennox is
one of your favorite celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
She's
Shape up, baby.
She got one of them. She's one of those women that very few nowadays who aesthetically don't fit what most women do nowadays in terms of surgeries and button.
Oh yeah.
She all natural, bro. And
everything.
And it's something she be float. I don't know what she be floating on the stage or something. She be moving and floating. I'm like, all right now, all right, stop it.
You better take your ass on.
All right now, Ari. I'm like, yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah. She got a certain appeal that is very specific to her. I would say that. Yeah,
right.
She's dope.
Let's touch on this now.
Yeah,
let's touch on it.
Oh, here we go.
You spoke on it a little earlier.
What's up?
You spoke on it a little earlier. What artists would you like to see at Dreamville? So for those that don't know,
Jay, of course.
Dreamville. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna break it down into 2 segments.
Go ahead.
All right, but before I do that, for those of you that have never been to Dreamville and know how Dreamville works, Dreamville, we buy Dreamville goers. We buy tickets before they announce the lineup. That's the way it is. We find out the lineup in March. The festival is in. Yeah, a month before the festival. The festival is in April. Always is first weekend in April. We find out in March who the headline is.
Hey.
So this question is geared to who do we think will be in 2024 Dreamville lineup. So for you, I'm gonna break it down, and I want everybody to break this. I want everybody to send their comments, as well as, and we're gonna break it down like this. Who do you feel like would be at the festival? Who do you feel like would be headliners at the festival? Headliners the first year, Saturday headliner, and we had Saturday headliner and Sunday headliner.
All right, before I answer in real life, my dream performer would be Lauryn Hill performing her songs as they are on the album. I know it ain't gonna happen. It can't happen. It's not gonna happen.
I wouldn't go see Lauryn Hill.
I actually seen her a few years ago. She was at Redhead downtown.
Was she on time?
She wasn't terribly late. I think she was just as late as any other main act.
I would love to see Lauryn Hill. I would love to see.
It was underwhelming. It was underwhelming, not because of the whole lateness and all that. It was underwhelming because when she performs, she doesn't perform them as how it's different renditions of the same songs.
Oh, okay. It's
different renditions, not the same. She owns the lyrics. She does not own the music, so she can't. I forgot the whole details of like that whole legal thing. It's a whole thing. I
didn't know that.
Yeah. So any performance that she does from Miseducation, all of those songs are different renditions of the original songs because, like I said, she owns the lyrics. She doesn't own the actual music.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. So she can't make money off of that music. I got to look more into it because I'm still not totally clear on all the details of why that is the way it is. But all that said, that would be my dream performance at Dreamville.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill performing Miseducation as Miseducation, the Miseducation that we all know and love.
Okay.
But who do I think will be in the lineup this year?
Not will. Who do you want to?
Who do I want to be? I want to see Busta Rhymes, bro. I want to see Busta Rhymes. I need Busta Bust up in there, bro.
That was kind of tough. I didn't expect that one.
I need Busta Rhymes in there because he gonna bring that heat. He gonna bring that energy, bro. And he got some bangers. I mean, when he come in with the flip mode era, that Busta Rhymes, one of my favorites.
I didn't expect that one.
But I need some OGs in there. I need some like when I say Busta Rhymes, I need Leaders of the New School. I need some of them. Like I want like old, like the older hip hop head stuff. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I need some Big Daddy Kane.
All right.
I'm kind of going down the rabbit hole now.
He right in what Big Daddy Kane at? Durham, Wake Forest?
Oh yeah.
He live in North Carolina. I think he live in North. I think he do.
Okay.
I think maybe I may be tripping.
Okay. I know Rhapsody. She was at the first one.
Yeah, she was at the first.
I want to see her again because I've never actually seen her live.
Man, hey,
believe
Rhapsody.
it or not, because Drew.
Can we get Rhapsody? Can we get Rhapsody on the Gentleman's Guide?
Hey,
can we get her?
Hey, you got to have the audacity to go for what you want, bro. Hey,
can we get her?
What's good?
Can we get her?
What's good?
Rhapsody, we'd love to have you on the Gentleman's Guide podcast, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Drew, can we make it happen?
Let's go.
Who else?
Trying to think. Let me think. I'm just thinking rappers right now.
Okay.
Ludacris, he got some bangers too. He got some bangers. Ludacris got some bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Trying to think. Nelly, he performed a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Ja Rule performed that was a couple years ago.
Yep. No, he did. Him and Ashanti was this year.
That was last year.
Yeah, he did last year.
Trying to think. Ultimately, like Jay, at some point, Jay is gonna have to come out at some point.
Okay, so you'll put him as a headliner.
When I say
he had to be a headliner.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, if Drake and Lil Wayne are headliners, then Hov is.
We'll save that one. We'll save Jay for a headliner. I got a few, and this is just off the top of my head.
And that was more realistic though. Like Lauryn Hill is dream, but Jay is more realistic. Like it's inevitable. It may not happen this year, but at some point he gonna. It is like it's rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna have to show up at some point. But go ahead.
I'm gonna say like new. I'm gonna mix it in like new school,
new old. Okay,
like new old.
I can go more current too, but I was just thinking of
like our childhood. No, go current. Give me current.
Some current.
I want. Yeah, give me current.
I like Corday. I'm a big fan of Corday.
He's already been. No, he hasn't.
He's not been. I'm a big fan of Corday.
I like Corday. I just watched his interview.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Corday for sure. Trying to think. Tribe. Well, that's going back old school. I'm about to say Tribe Called Quest.
No. Just hey, spit it out there. Spit it.
I'm trying to think more current now.
I'm saying whatever you got.
I'm trying to think of an artist. Chris Brown gonna have to come out at some point too. If Drake and Weezy then came out, Chris Brown gonna have to be somebody. That's another big, huge name.
Chris Brown on my list, baby.
Yeah, Chris Brown got to be out there.
Brown on my list.
He got to be out there. Glorilla.
Glow was last year.
She was last year. Dang.
Yeah, but you know why? You know why you don't remember?
She didn't show up. Or no, she was. Up. Yeah, that's what it was.
She didn't show up.
She had only showed up for like one song that she was.
Drake brought Gorilla back out.
That's what it was. Yeah. But she missed her set because something.
She missed her entire set.
I forgot about that. But yeah, I was like,
I ain't got no faith in him.
Yeah, it is what it is now. Current. Go ahead. You come back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent Fayez.
Wait, say it again.
Brent Fayez.
That's the singer, right?
Yeah, that's the singer, the male singer. I think that'll be dope.
I forgot what's the you wanna waste your time. That song? That's the joint? Or was that a different waste your time with me?
Yeah.
That's him, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I like him. He's dope. I like him.
Diddy and Bad Boy.
Yes. Have you heard his
Diddy.
new album?
Bruh.
Fam.
Bruh.
Bro, that album is fire,
Bruh.
bro. That
Diddy
album
and
is
Bad Boy, man.
But yeah, Bad Boy
like,
for sure. All the Bad Boy. Faith, all the rappers, Mace, all
big
of them.
names. I think The Game.
Okay. I always forget. You know what? I be sleeping on Game, bro.
Yeah. Game.
When I
Game
actually
rap.
listen, because
yeah,
his gangster persona,
yeah,
and from my perspective, it always overshadowed his actual talent.
his antics.
Yeah,
his antics sometimes. Yeah,
dude is superbly. He's a great, like he's a
That's
really
dope.
good rapper. Like rapper. You know what I'm saying? Lyricist. But anyway, go ahead.
Staying on West Coast.
Okay.
YG.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to say E40,
I
but go ahead. Yeah.
Ooh, E40.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I'm not a huge fan, but in terms of West Coast, I could see Tiger too. Tiger's kind of West Coast.
Tiger.
Because he got some bangers too, bro.
Yeah. Who else? Fabulous.
Fabulous.
FABOLOUS.
Yeah. Okay.
A new young artist, because J. Cole like to add new rising. I'm not even gonna say rising. He's been around for a long. I think you may not know him. Young artist Rilo.
I'm not familiar with. Not familiar.
He got that song called "Who This For."
Yeah, I don't know
the name of the song, but that's my favorite. That's like one of my favorite lines.
Okay.
Ace Hood, Dipset, Bryson Tiller.
Okay.
Switch it up a little bit, because he does add new artists. I like to see some 90s R&B
for sure,
like Total.
Okay, SWV,
Jodeci.
Hopefully, Jodeci, yeah.
Boys the Man.
Yeah, I need, for sure, yeah.
All right, now headliners. Who I think you already said Jay.
Yeah, headliner,
but
big. Ooh, locks. The locks.
Oh,
the locks. Yeah.
Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll be dope. Let me
switch to R&B. I got to think about R&B now.
I definitely say Chris Brown.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Brown is a must.
Is a must.
I could see him being on the lineup this year. I could see that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
and he just released a new album too.
Today, I haven't had a chance.
I haven't listened to it either.
Yet.
Trying to think headliners. Like Chris Brown is a headliner.
I can see Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Carters.
Nah, I don't see Beyonce. It ain't there yet. Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think that's realistic.
Okay.
I don't think if Beyonce shows up, it'll be a total surprise.
Okay.
I don't see that being realistic. I think Lauryn Hill may be more realistic than Beyonce showing up.
Shit.
Jay seems more realistic because that's literally like his mentor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's been from day one, so I could see that.
Jay-Z came to his 2014 Forest Hill Drive concert. His last day in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of that live album is probably one of my favorite albums. The live. Now, Forest Hills is probably my favorite J. Cole album, but the live album, hands down, one of my favorite live albums of all time.
I know all the ad-libs, everything, all of it.
Yeah.
His transition song, bro, I know all of it.
Yeah, that's fire.
Nas.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Rick Ross.
Definitely, yeah. Rick and Meek. I can see that happening this year. Chris Brown, Rick, and Meek happening this year. I can see that.
I'm gonna throw a curveball at you that you may not even think about.
Okay.
I can see 2 Chainz.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I can see that too. I can see 2 Chainz, Meek, Rick Ross.
I can see 2 Chainz headlining on Saturday.
I don't know if he's a headliner though. He's like, when you see the flyer of a music festival, you got the big name. That's like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. 2 Chainz is the second line. I don't think he's the first line.
I don't know.
I don't think he's not. I don't know. I don't put him in the same level as
Lil Baby.
Well, I'm not even a Lil Baby fan.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not big on either baby.
Lil
or the baby.
I can't see the baby.
I can't. He got some bangers, but personally, I'm not a huge fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can see, he could be the first line. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see 2 Chainz though, bro. I can see 2 Chainz.
I can see him
because look, Moneybag Yo, came on before Lil Baby last year.
Okay.
And unless Rick Ross comes out, unless Rick Ross or somebody like that come out, I see 2 Chainz. If 2 Chainz was in the lineup, only person I can see in front of him would be like Rick Ross.
Yeah, I think Rick Ross will be above 2 Chainz.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
But if Rick Ross doesn't come out, I can see 2 Chainz being that.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
2 Chainz.
Uh-huh.
Now, if something for
he got some of the most iconic verses.
Yeah, he do.
You know what I'm
saying? And God willing, I know this is far fetched.
Yeah.
I know this is far fetched. God willing, if Thugger get out of jail.
Yeah.
Thugger get out of jail.
Because him and J. Cole, they from what I understand, they real
J.
cool.
Cole produced his whole album, his last album.
Yeah, that's my understanding. They real cool. So if he get out in time.
If Thugger get out, boy.
Yeah.
That's gonna go, hey man, free slime.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey,
Dreamville, we looking forward to it, man, for sure.
Last topic here, man. Last topic.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite J. Cole song?
I'm gonna say, from a life perspective, I say "Love Yours."
Love Yours.
But from a nostalgic perspective, he's a great storyteller. So it's gonna be I ain't never did this before, no. I ain't never did this before, no. I never remember names of songs.
Man, you got me right now. I hate that. I ain't never did this before, no. I ain't never did this before, no.
Yeah.
I ain't never did this before, no. I ain't never did this.
That's probably one of my favorite because it's like he just walking you through, and that's every. Sorry, mama. There's every young adolescent boy's mind frame. Like he's coming from that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all, bro. As a young
first. Man. What is the name of the song?
Now I got to look it up now. Because I'm mad I can't remember the name of this song, even though it's my favorite song.
Damn, I'm disappointed in myself right now.
Yeah, you should be. You should be, bro. You should be.
Hey man, relax. Have you ever had? What's the first piece?
No, you finna bone for the first time. Hello.
Oh man, I'm tripping.
Wet dreams.
God almighty.
I'm horrible. Look, I'm horrible with songs that the name of the song has nothing to do with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Or not. It has something to do with the lyrics, but the name of the song.
I'm really
in
disappointed
the
in myself. I
Wet
don't
dreams.
feel like.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm disappointed.
It's a great story, man. You know, and I feel like a lot of guys can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I like the diss track that he did on KOD to was it Lil what's my man's name? Lil Pump? No.
Oh, that was Lil Pump.
Look, when he basically like, yo, I hope you torn. I hope you saving your money.
I hope you saving your Yeah. I know you.
Basically,
that was
he responded with grace, like we were talking about with Keith Lee. Like he responded. He came at him, but he was giving him game at the same time. But he was still kind of clowning him too.
I think that wasn't an interlude.
That was a whole song. That was it was 1985?
1985. I'm alive.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I think that's the name of the song.
We're about to be alive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite too. Yep. What about you?
My all-time number one favorite song, Illmatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illmatic. it's just all time favorite song,
Yeah.
man. And people be asking like, why is that your favorite song? Because it's like he literally like painted that picture. A birdie told me on the low, you got an illmatic flow. Now this ain't. No, I'm thinking about Villmatic. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Villmatic.
Mhm.
Villmatic. A birdie told me on the low, you got an illmatic flow. It's not an illmatic. It's more like Villmatic.
Mm-hmm.
That was just him, painting that picture. But my first song I ever heard was, of course, Lights Please.
Yeah, that's probably one of my first that I've heard.
GOMD, Get Off My Dick.
Yeah.
But of course, incorporated to the wedding, I had J. Cole all throughout the wedding.
You did, yeah.
So my introduction song, was Middle Child.
Mm-hmm.
So, parts of that song, I just felt like it was, speaking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I had Pretty Little Fears with him and not Blast, but
I don't remember that one.
Bryson Tiller. He had Bryson Tiller. The song that me and Mariah came out to.
Dang, what's the chord? What's the hook on the chorus? You gotta sing it, bro. You gotta sing it, bro.
you gonna make me sing, bro?
What's the chord? I don't know what that is.
Because it's in my
it's
head.
in your head, but you can't. You ain't coming out right. I got you.
Plus, I done had this bourbon in me, so
yeah, you know. It's Friday,
So yeah, that's probably one of my tough, favorite songs. But yeah, bro, yeah,
it's about to be one for the books. Already, I feel like the lineup gonna be crazy.
I'm just bro.
Part of I low key sound like a Cowboy fan. Like, yo, we gonna go to the Super Bowl this year. I know, I just feel it, but I totally believe every year that the lineup gonna be crazy.
and all my people that's coming to town, man, hit me up. Let me know what y'all want to do, man. We gonna make it. We gonna make it happen. B gonna be with me. We gonna make Dreamville. If y'all coming to town for Dreamville, man, let's make it an epic one. And we gonna just we're gonna enjoy the time, man.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, go ahead.
We appreciate y'all coming in, man. Like, subscribe, share. You see it, man.
Yes, sir.
Me and Bree is, bringing y'all good content. Let us know what y'all want to talk about, man. We will be here, and we look forward to the next one.
Appreciate y'all, Gentleman's Guide. We out of here.
We out.
Oh.